Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. We're out here in nature, breathing in that beautiful prana. How to overcome childhood trauma. People with childhood trauma usually do the following. Can I get a hello there? Now, I do know so many of us out there have experienced childhood trauma, but a lot of us, there is no forum to start talking about your childhood trauma. But along my journey, I've realized that this is a secret to really healing yourself, to helping all of us become our greatest versions. I have childhood trauma. I was circumcised as a baby. For me, that was a violation. Okay? Because guess what? I didn't choose to have that done. That was chosen for me. Okay? So many of us, we go through things, experiences, which really can make it hard for us to continue. So I'm going to share with you some tools how I resolved my childhood traumas, okay? Especially when I look down. Now, whatever someone has done to you, if you were abused, if someone slapped you, whatever happened, okay? Maybe someone was too kind to you as well. You were spoiled. Why were you spoiled? What I've realized is that you have to go inside their mind for 1 second. You have to reframe your mind. Change your perspective. Realize that whatever happened back then, that person was in a particular state of consciousness. Then you have to fast forward and realize that that person, whoever did that to you, may not be in the same state of consciousness. They may not have the same awareness. So we have to forgive them, not forget. We forgive them because it's good for our health. That's what I had to do along my journey. If we're holding on to grudges, if we're holding on to bitterness, it is only going to affect us. It is only going to have power over us. You see, no matter what you go through, there's always a lesson to be learned. Haven't we all heard that before? And to tell you the truth, it can be very frustrating. But what helped me along my journey is realizing that my story is unique, but at the same time, everybody has experienced something that has changed the direction of their life. And sometimes it's not always rosy, but it can always help us to become the greatest versions of ourselves when we can find a pearl in the mud. What is finding a pearl in the mud? It is where we realize that you can extract diamonds from the most unusual locations. Any situation, there is a lesson there. Certain times people go through experiences and now this helps them show more compassion to other people. Many times we realize that we have to let go because it's easy to hold on. You see, it takes more strength to let it go. And once you let it go, you release all of the tension. There's a reason why I come out into nature. There's a reason why. Because I realize that every day I'm in a state of healing. Have you ever heard of the wounded healer? So if I say I'm a healer, it means I've got a lot of wounds to heal, okay? Because being on the planet, many of us have been born into a world which is ruthless. So in healing your childhood traumas, what's helped me along my journey is taking responsibility for where you find yourself right now. Because nobody is doing anything to us right now. We are doing it to ourselves. Okay? All the power lies within us to really experience whatever state we want to internally. Happiness, joy, pain, sadness. You have the freedom to experience it, but you have to allow yourself to experience it. You see, many of us, we find it very hard to express ourselves, okay? Certain times we want to talk about really happy things. Nobody wants to break the bad news. But can you sit with yourself and experience these emotions that are flowing through you without judgment? Okay? Because once you do that, you now accept that it's okay to feel the way you do. You can feel very bitter towards that person. No one's going to judge you. Okay? But at the same time, you have to ask yourself, how is this helping my health? But allow yourself the freedom to experience whatever emotion you are going through. Don't apologize, especially not to me or anybody you meet for that reason. Okay? But ask yourself, am I in an environment that I can express myself 100%? Many people don't want to hear it at work. No. They don't want to hear your childhood problems, your issues. You are here because you've got some serious work to do. Therefore, find great friends. I have a small group of friends where we talk about things. They tell me about their family, their upbringing. I tell them about mine. And it's wonderful because by you expressing yourself, you get more confidence to come to terms with what has happened. You see, a lot of us, we just want to pretend everything is hunky-dory, but we know it's not. So it doesn't go away. We have to realize, yes, something did take place and I didn't like it. Get mad, get frustrated, and then realize that this frustration can only take you so far until you realize you have to start letting love guide you and not fear. You see, a great way to heal childhood traumas is to start helping children so they don't have to go through what you went through. When you have your children, if you've got a child, treat them with the utmost care, the utmost compassion, so they don't have to go through what you went through. And then you will realize maybe my parents did do the best. I know for a fact my mother, she did so much. Amazing. And guess what? I'm going to pass it on to my children. I'm doing it already. Because that's what we do. Every version is being upgraded and updated. Oh yeah. And also, a lot of the times I have a lot of humor. Having a sense of humor is going to help you. Allow yourself to be silly sometimes, because if you're too frozen, you're going to shatter. You're going to be left in pieces. How do you move on from something terrible? Well, you don't. You don't have to run away. You can still stand where you are. But guess what? It's okay. I know it happened. I'm not trying to run away from it. But guess what? Now, I'm not going to externalize my power. I know where my power is, and I'm going to stay in the ring of power. I'm not going to let this problem, this trauma, dictate how I'm going to be feeling on a Saturday night. Hell no. I've got to get out. I've got to go and say, can I get a hello there? We can't have people stopping you from saying that. We can't have people who in the past told you you were nothing. But once again, we don't want to play tit for tat. We don't want to create war. We've got to make peace with the past. We've got to realize that whatever happened, happened for a reason. Sometimes, guess what? There may not be a reason. It just happened. Once again, that's also okay. Allow. Be at peace. Move higher. Go higher. You see? And then you will see that many times, ask yourself, what contribution are you making so other people don't have to go through what you went through? You could write a book about it. There are so many books about childhood trauma, and these books have served as catalysts for helping people deal with it. So it's almost as if you're going back in time to heal yourself. It does wonders. And then we have to realize, hey, what is happening on planet Earth? Okay, so many people are having children, but they're not conscious. We don't even care about animals. Many of us. Some of us do, but we don't. For the large majority of animals. Just like children, we care about our children, but we don't care about the children who are struggling to find food. So you have to ask yourself, what are you doing to ease other people's childhood traumas? Because that is how you heal your own. You see? And then liberate yourself by realizing the past does not define me. Let me say that again. The past does not define me. It only allows me to become stronger. And that way we become our greatest versions. But once again, realize the consciousness level of that person. Realize they are not the same, neither are you. Allow what has happened. Don't run away from it. Don't judge it to say it was your fault. Don't blame yourself, because once again, if you blame yourself, you step into victim consciousness. That is what happens in so many childhood trauma situations. Even if the other person did something to you, we blame ourselves on a subconscious level for allowing it to happen. Realize that you were young, but at the same time, where you are right now, take responsibility that you have all the tools to create the life you desire. So go for it, baby. Go and fly. Go and live the life you want. Come out into nature. Say, can I get a hello? Yeah. Have a wonderful day. We're here having fun. Infinite waters. Diving deep once again. Stay well. Stay healthy. Peace.